Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto Shippuden episode 34. What happened last time?
Last time we got to see some more people. Akamaru is massive. Shino is salty and sad that no one pays attention to him. And we got to see Sai's power sort of in action. And now I'm sure we'll see if he just shows up and is like to Naruto, yeah, I'm on your team now. And Naruto's like, what? This guy? Who said this guy could be on our team?
Who is this piece of shit and why does he belong on my team?
You just come out and attack us in the street and you think I'm going to let you on our team? Good luck, buddy. And then Kakashi's just like, yes, he's on your team, Naruto. Naruto, what? For real?
Well, only one way to find out. Unless to watch this episode. If you want to watch the uncut of this episode and get a week ahead on Naruto, you can go to patreon.com/boldcast and check out all the benefits there. There's a bunch of other cool stuff. Patreon.com/boldcast. Support the official release as a non-market substitute. Don't come here to watch a show. Come here to hear what we have to say. Let's go. Naruto Shippuden episode 34.
Wouldn't you please reconsider this one more time?
Are you still going on about this, Shizune?
To take part in a mission like this, it's far too risky for him. Milady, just imagine if something were to
I'm
happen.
so sorry. I didn't realize that you were the Hokage.
I thought, she's literally covering her ear towards Shizune.
Say it again. Naruto and Sakura are part of Team Kakashi, and that's who I've assigned to this mission.
Surprise Pikachu face.
The situation is different from when we sent them to the Hidden Sand Village.
This is reminded me a lot of when Sasuke's neck was all thick during the tuning exams.
I think I'll take it. The enemy was clearly trying to get their hands
I
on
thought
Naruto.
when Tsunade was like reaching up to like put her hand in her hair, that she was just gonna be like,
And here's how Naruto works. Naruto! Of course Shizune would have concerns.
nah, fuck Shizune.
Don't be so worried, Sakura. On that point, I've already come up with a solution. I'll be giving you 2 substitutes to fill in the gaps left by Kakashi and Sasuke.
2?
Make sure you tell Naruto.
Why I gotta just like walking away like
Jesus!
that was a hefty, what would it be, a J cut?
He literally looks dead. Like, he's so pale, he looks dead. Seems like he's never seen the light of day.
Okay, look who's talking.
Look at their tongue.
We have no ground to stand on when it comes to talking about pale people. Shadow stitching. There's the power scaling for Shikamaru.
Who are you?
Jesus, Tsunade, you're not getting chilly? You're just standing out here in the wind for the last like 3 hours.
Lady Tsunade? Yeah, I'll be there soon. Tsunade, I need to discuss something with you. It's rather important.
Looking fierce.
Angry.
I was laughing when Shizune came back out because I was just like, did she just like get pissed off that she was being snubbed and then just like walked away and then 5 minutes later just like, Lady Tsunade.
They keep like showing at the end of this the thing with well, that would be epic if it was Kabuto who was just like chilling there.
Where?
Like when they're like going to meet the spy or whatever. But they also keep like teasing this, and I can't tell if they're just like reminding us of it for when it happens like in the future, or if it's just gonna happen earlier than I would have anticipated.
What, Naruto versus Sasuke 2.0?
Yeah. Because it seems like endgame stuff, but they're just like showing it like all the time. So.
So, what did you want to talk about? Since both of you advisors are here, I imagine this isn't a social visit.
Now that you mention it.
Shizune recently paid us a visit seeking our advice on something.
I was gonna say Shizune just fucking ratted on her about Naruto.
It's Naruto Uzumaki.
Hmm.
Can we assume you understand our reasoning?
Yeah. I've been hearing about it from Shizune ad nauseum.
Well then, find who accomplished Shinobi. They'll remain at Naruto's side at all times. Not only will this protect him, it'll restore Team Kakashi to the requisite 4 men.
Furthermore, you should decrease the number of missions you assign Naruto as much as possible, and limit the scope of his responsibilities.
That is all. Understood?
No. Understood, but I will choose to ignore
I'm
it.
sorry. Are you the Hokage?
Intervention. Then you should already know what my answer's going to be. Lady Tsunade.
Impossible. Naruto is not just an ordinary child. He is a Jinchuriki.
Normally we would never even send him outside the village, and we keep him under surveillance at all times.
Well, I'm in favor for using the 4-man squad model for his team. But you cannot impose any more restrictions on him. So long as Naruto remains in one place, the Leaf is in danger. Sooner or later, the Akatsuki will come for him. In the Hidden Sand Village incident, they headed straight for the Jinchuriki Gara, even though he was supposedly in the safest location in the village.
True.
In fact, it might be more beneficial for Naruto to not be in the village, so the village won't get destroyed when they come for him.
So it's more than just they have a mission that
But
they
if
must
Naruto
uphold.
stays on the move, the enemy will have a tough time figuring out what he's up to and how to get him. Let's not forget, he is a boy with talent.
I expected much more from you, Tsunade. You call yourself Hokage?
Look, I'm trying to find a compromise here too, damn it!
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't ensure that Naruto won't be taken by the Akatsuki. And if they do get control of the Nine Tails, tell me what guarantees you can make that such a horrific tragedy will never come to pass.
Get ready to pay up on our bet. That cursed necklace of yours is about to be mine.
He won't fail. They won't get Naruto. If there's anything I believe in, it's him.
And if your judgment turns out to be mistaken, well, what then?
Or the Land of Fire, then I swear as the 5th Hokage, I will protect them with all my might, and if need be, my very own life.
What is that weird, like, pervy look?
If you feel that strongly about all this, do as you see fit.
I was going to.
However,
Okay, what is it now?
you will use the shinobi we select for the additional members of Naruto's 4-man squad.
Wait, aren't you?
It's been a long time, Princess Tsunade.
One of the new team members is from the Foundation within the Black Ops.
Funny, you're pretty weak, aren't you? The way you fight, do you have any balls at all?
What was that? Spill it! Who are you?
In due time, Naruto. In due time.
Hey, wait!
Okay.
Who was that guy?
In due time, Shikamaru.
Choji! I knew I would find you here! Oh, for crying out loud. Asuma-sensei's getting pretty mad, and he told me to tell you to get a move on!
Some weirdo just came and attacked us out of nowhere, so...
What weirdo?
Well, he's gone now, but you'll have to believe us.
You mean that guy? Isn't that Naruto?
No. When I said weirdo, I didn't mean Naruto.
Why is Choji's voice actor so good?
Naruto, down here!
This whole situation's such a drag.
I remember you bullying the shit out of me and saying I was useless and a loser for my entire childhood, you know? That's hilarious. But I'm not one to hold a grudge.
So, these 2 additional members, you'll be providing both of them?
No.
person.
I understand. Kakashi, their team leader, he's out of commission. But nobody told you that, did they?
And we don't have much time until they set off. This decision should belong to Lady Tsunade.
It's clear. What you require is an exceptionally distinguished commander. Someone from the Black Ops, assigned directly to the Hokage.
You'll leave the final selection up to me. Is that okay with you?
Well, Danzo, what do you say?
Spit it out already.
Fine, then I'll pick whomever I want.
Lady Tsunade?
I am not happy.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I know you feel betrayed, but please believe me, that wasn't my intention.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that man. I had the same idea. Appointing an Anbu Black Ops under my command to fill in for Kakashi. I even had someone specific in mind. But I never thought they'd suggest the exact same thing. Does this mean they think one person is enough to keep tabs on Naruto? Or maybe they're after something else entirely.
Excuse me?
Leaf Village intrigue.
Oh, I've got a thing or two that I want to say to you. But right now, reorganizing Team Kakashi is much more pressing. You've got a lot of work ahead of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Kind of sucks that they just did that to Shizune for no reason.
What?
I don't know, she just seemed so much cooler before.
She did. She seemed way cooler.
It was a matter of great urgency.
I assume you know why you've been summoned here.
I have a general idea.
I take it you're not as useless as all the other Anbu Black Ops members.
I would certainly hope so.
And I want you to take over his team.
It would be an honor to work in Kakashi's stead, milady.
So you can take off the mask. I'll give you a code name. During the mission, you'll be known as Yamato.
Yes, I understand.
Black Ops Training Division.
Really? The Foundation?
However,
Yes, milady.
keep a very close eye on him. Study his every move.
And the reason for this?
This additional recruit was recommended by a man named Danzo. Not only is Danzo a member of the Hawk faction, a group that once opposed the third Hokage, he was behind a separate detail within Black Ops, a training division known only as the Foundation. Though the Foundation has since been dissolved and Danzo removed from power, I can't help but be suspicious of his motives.
Perhaps you're worrying too much, milady.
Never mind. Meet up with the rest of your team immediately.
Right away.
Spooky stuff in the Leaf Village.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sakura!
Crazy politics.
I mean, did Grandma Tsunade really find us some new members, or is this all some kind of elaborate prank?
Hey, don't freak out. There's still a bit of time before the others are supposed to be here.
Well, I sure hope they aren't always late all the time like Kakashi Sensei was.
Hello.
Hey! Guy from the roof earlier.
What?
It's a pleasure to meet the both of you. From now on, I'll be taking Kakashi's place.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the reason that I thought that I was questioning whenabouts that like confrontation with Sasuke happens is because I'm pretty sure like I forget did they say his name? I forget what it is.
Sai.
No, not Sai. The other
Yamato.
guy. Yamato. I'm pretty sure he was. I can't remember if he was there as well in that like scene at the beginning. I don't remember.
Don't look.
Our mission is to go to
But
Kenshi.
I'm remembering him there. Maybe he wasn't there, and I'm just like misremembering. But
There was another person there. We didn't really get a good look at him.
yeah, but it definitely definitely wasn't the Kakashi. I don't think
It definitely was not Kakashi.
So, and I don't know, unless like something else changes later where once again Kakashi is not there on their team. Or whatever. Or like something happens where he's out for longer.
So, what do you think of the episode?
So,
a lot of intrigue, a lot of politics. It's just turned into House of Cards, the anime.
Yeah, Shizune just turned into a rat.
Rat Shizune.
You little
now you're
rat.
trapped like rats.
You're a rat. What are you gonna do?
Yuya.
Just run over there like a little rat. Yeah. It seems like they just, like, she was really cool. I thought she was really cool in part
she was
1.
like fucking like poison smoke breath and like a little sling crossbow thing
she was
with
like
needles.
she was super badass, really cool, and like she was like kind of opposing or like calling into question what Tsunade was doing, but only because Tsunade was like being destructive.
Yeah, she was, and
It
like
wasn't.
But she was still willing to follow Tsunade.
Exactly.
Whatever. Like if Tsunade was like, "Yes, I will take your deal, Orochimaru," then she would be like, "Well, fuck, I'm not just gonna like abandon."
That's
Tsunade.
like the weirdest thing, because it seems like their relationship has totally changed. Like Tsunade's like, I completely trust you, Shizune. You and Sakura are like my like number 1 and number 2
and then
guys.
Shizune
But then
just,
Shizune is just like an annoying assistant who doesn't like trust Tsunade at all.
and completely went behind her back.
Yeah.
I trust you two implicitly more than anyone else in the village.
It just, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't get that hung up on it.
I think it is a writing thing.
But
like,
it seems like they just needed someone to fill the role of like the
Yeah.
shitty, annoying assistant to bring up the other side.
Yeah.
But
the reason that's
Shizune was
shitty-
already there, but it's just dumb because they could have literally made, like a shitty secretary character.
Yeah.
Or like done, or I don't know, just not had Shizune be like,
because that's the
so
shitty part.
bad.
That's the shitty part. Isn't necessarily that Shizune is playing that role. It's that it feels against her character, and I don't know. It just feels like. It's just that we don't get to see actual Shizune. We get to see crummy,
like this.
rat Shizune.
It seems like this was like the Shizune that should have been in part 1, and part 1 Shizune is like the new and improved Shizune that they should have like come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how the like girl characters seem to be getting like a step up, except Shizune is just like not at all. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal, but it is just kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
I suppose. Especially since we did get to see a decent amount of her character and what she was like previously. So, there's that.
So there's all this stuff with
but the
leaf politics.
Yeah. And Tsunade is not quite sure because Danzo is like apparently opposed have we heard about him before? No? Oh. His name just like sounded really familiar for some reason. But maybe that's just me like imagining that, or maybe there's someone in something else named that.
I don't think that we've heard of him before this.
But apparently he opposed the third Hokage, which is no good, because we like the third Hokage.
Mm-hmm.
And he created the foundation, which was like, I'm assuming he just like took children or babies and then like raised them to be like, this is like the vibe that I'm getting, is he just like raised them assumingly completely indoors because of how pale like he just weren't allowed outside, we're only in this like creepy training facility just like learning to be the best of the best, so that then the Anbu Black Ops wouldn't have to like just randomly recruit people. They could have like an elite force of
completely controlled from the ground up.
But then apparently he was like removed from power and that was destroyed. But it seems like, I don't know how many like of the students or like people that were part of that still are like with him or like under his control or like influenced by him or what. But it does seem a little bit sketchy.
Sketchy indeed.
Yeah. And it's interesting to see what that like the council members specifically chose that guy who was like like, it seems to be just like, maybe this guy's not probably the most trustworthy or, like, good guy. But they specifically chose him to, like, find the replacement.
Well, he is, like, as old as the third Hokage, and so are they. I think they're all the same age as the third Hokage, so I think he's technically an advisor as well, even though he opposed the third Hokage. I think he's I don't know if he, like, holds, like,
because it said he was, like, part of the Black Ops and he made that foundation, but then I think she said, like, he was removed from power and the foundation was like disbanded. So it seems like he, like, doesn't necessarily, like, hold any kind of sway anymore, but maybe they still, like, decided to go to him. He's still a respected
elder, I think, in the village. Even though he doesn't have this, like, specific the foundation, he's not, like, he doesn't have a program anymore. He's still he's still, like, an old timer ninja, one of the few who's still alive, and you know.
Yeah. I don't really like him.
We have seen the two others. I forget if they said their name in this, but they were the ones who came to Jiraiya.
Yeah.
And said, "You have to be the Hokage now."
And he was
just like, "I'll do you one better." Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they got what they wanted. Now they're like, "Fucking Tsunade is such a pain in the ass."
Yeah.
Jiraiya would have been worse. Jiraiya wouldn't even, like, come to the office.
Yeah, I think Tsunade does have a point, though, about, like, Naruto just moving around and doing random shit. I think that's actually smart because, like, especially since they're like, oh, if they're out there, then no one can protect Naruto. And it's like, well, there's 3 people there to protect Naruto. And you are constantly sending all of your available ninja out of the village
on stupid missions.
Constantly. Like, I don't think he would be much better protected in the city where they would also have to be worried about everyone else's life.
And if you recall, the Sand Village just went through this exact scenario.
But also the Sand Village is seemingly a lot weaker. Like, all of their ninja are, like, kind of trash.
Yeah.
But even still, the Leaf Village with no fucking Jonin in it and probably, like, also no Chunin in it also wouldn't be very effective at stopping anyone from taking Naruto. And at least if he was, like, out and about, they could have, like, some chance. Because the thing about it is like, so they're looking for the other Jinchuriki, but they don't know where some of them are, is the thing. So, but fucking Itachi is going for Naruto, and he literally knows, like, he knows where Naruto, like, everyone in every village, assumingly, like, knows that the Leaf Village, same with, like, the Sand Village, have that in their village, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh no, we'll like, protect Naruto in this village where everyone ever knows where he is, and all the bad guys know where he is. It actually does make a lot more sense.
Yeah,
other than
it's like 15 years ago, it was attacked by the Nine-Tailed Fox, and then it just disappeared. Like, even if they didn't know the whole story about the 4th Hokage, they still know, like, well, the last place the Nine-Tailed Fox was seen was destroying the Leaf Village, like 15, 16 years ago, however old Naruto is. And then just kind of disappeared with their Hokage. Kind of suspicious. I wonder if we should look there.
Yeah.
But at this point, like, the Akatsuki obviously know that it's Naruto.
Yeah.
Because fucking they've known since Itachi came there, or before that even.
Yeah, even before that they knew. But yeah, so it just... It does make more sense other than Naruto's the main character, so he, like, has to
There's
go.
a better reason that's not just they have a duty to rescue their friend, you know.
Yeah. That makes sense as well. So I'm glad that they, like, went into it a little bit more, and her reasons were actually
It's not just like, okay, I'll go along with these reasons because, like, it's what the show wants to do. It's like, no, that's actually a way better reason. It's probably the best reason that they have, and even if, like, the only thing better would be to send them out with, like, more people, but
then that would draw attention.
Yeah, and it's proven that
and also
ninja squads don't work well when there's more
also,
people.
Like, Naruto has literally, like, they're saying, oh no, don't send Naruto out when Naruto has literally not been in the village for, like, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So even though he was with Jiraiya, but now he's with, like, Tsunade's apprentice.
But also
and,
the Akatsuki have been moving.
Yeah.
That was a critical piece of information that got the plot moving, was that Jiraiya had information based on whatever. He had been scoping out the dives and bars, and somebody had heard that the Akatsuki were on the move, some random shithead in a bar or something. However he gathers information. He heard that, like, or found out that the Akatsuki, whatever they was holding them up, is now not. And Lady Chiyo, I think, surmised that it was something to do with the jutsu they're using to, like, unseal. They, like, something to do with that. Something, like, their means had come to them in some way or something. That was her theory, was that, like, the jutsu's so complicated because she had sealed the Santir. But what I'm saying is that the fact that they now know that the Akatsuki are actively seeking out Jinchuriki is different than when Naruto was training, and
it's true.
They were, like, not doing. They weren't
but
as
still,
active.
it's also interesting that for some reason, like, Itachi and Kisame are not just going for Naruto right off the bat, even though they know where he is and they could probably get him they could have just been camping out outside the Leaf Village waiting for him to come back.
That's a good point. Maybe they needed to rest as well after doing the jutsu.
I suppose, but they were, like, somewhere completely different. It seems like they're going after whoever, like, Kisame, because they both have one, and they were, like, in some, like, random, like, rock. I'm just assuming that they're far away.
I don't know. I forget. Whatever. But, like, yeah. Or another Akatsuki member could have camped outside. You're right, but I think the reason that they weren't maybe has something to do with, they were either far away, or that the impersonation jutsu where they, like, put their chakra into a dead body.
Yeah, I was thinking they were far away because
it seemed far away.
It seemed far away. Like, the landscape didn't look like a forest or, like, anywhere around the Leaf Village. Yeah.
Anyway.
And, like, Naruto had been gone while they were there, but they could have just camped out if they wanted to. But that would have been too easy.
What do you think of Yamato just as a first impression? So he's a Black Ops boy. He seems...
His eyes look really dead.
Yeah, he looks tired as fuck.
Yeah.
He's got the Gaara syndrome of, like, looks like he's wearing eyeliner, but is just super tired, maybe. Or just that's his eyes.
He also, like, he doesn't have, like, the colored part around his eyes, just one giant
Same
black
with Sai
hole.
as well.
That's true. Maybe that's just what happens when you're, like, super elite.
What do you think of him so far?
Seems interesting, I suppose. I'll be interested to see probably next episode when they're, like, interacting as a team and, like, what kind of leader he is. And, like, if working with someone like fucking Naruto is just gonna be such an annoyance for him, because I'm assuming no one in the Black Ops can, like, behave like Naruto does and get away with it, because they're so elite, apparently.
But there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, which is watch the next episode.
Which is what we're going to do right now. If you guys just can't wait for tomorrow, you can go to our Patreon, check that out. But we're just going to watch it right now. Hope you enjoyed this reaction and review. If you did, we hope you leave a like and subscribe. But we'll see you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.